Strength isn't just muscle. It's precision, resilience, and control. On site, every move matters. Every decision shapes something greater. But strength doesn't clock out. Whether building structures or breaking limits, precision is everything. Rebel safety gear, built to work.
From us here at CrossFit Mayhem, we just want to let you know that we know. It's not just the classes you coach or the challenging moments that crop up. Dang it! Or helping those who lead your community. It's also the countless things that no one sees. We know your gym is not your job. And just like us, it's your way of life.
That way, that contact point.
We designed Mayhem Affiliate to free you, to focus on the real reason you started your gym. Building community, challenging each other, and watching lives improve every day. Not only do we provide you with CrossFit programming for every class you could offer, but we will be your partner, sharing everything that we've learned to run an effective gym. Yep, you can email us, you can even call us, and of course, you can always visit us here in Cookeville. We're here to help. Find out why thousands of gyms are Mayhem affiliates. Together, let's continue to change one life at a time.
Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Don't believe me, just.
Every moment is a chance to redefine your limits. It's a decision to grow. Every drop of sweat, every beat of your heart. So let us remind you of you. Your pain, your sweat, and every goal you've already met.
Workout completed.
Amazfit T-Rex 3.
think, just say it out loud. Ooh, that's crazy. Superman on the beat, bow. All eyes on me, bounce. It's about to get real loud. Big smile say cheese, wow. I'm the man on the beat, bow. All eyes on me, bounce. It's about to get real loud. Big smile say cheese, wow. Wow, wow. Big smile say cheese, wow. Wow, wow. Big smile say cheese, wow. What I got, make your head turn round. Big crowd, I'ma still stand down. Don't think, just say it out loud. Ooh, that's crazy.
It feel good to be me, 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 me. It feel good to be me, 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 me. I got all that I need. Now it feel good to be me, ooh. It feel good to be me, ooh. It feel good to be me, me, me. Now it feel good to be me, ooh. It feel good to be me, ooh. My whole team we got now, got no time to be waiting. I ain't going to no doctor, got no time to be patient. I can't pretend to like you, I'm too real to be faking. I don't got attitude, I got magnitude. I got rings on my hand, from my index to pinky. Boy, my name ring bells, talking LA to Sydney. Boy, I'm out here watching, your whole move looking risky. Man, I heard of y'all, I ain't scared at all. If you ready for war, come and get me. It feel good to be me. It feel good to be me. Now it feel good to be me. Ooh, it feel good to be me. Ooh. I'm too cold to be hurting. I'm too up to be sleeping. Every day I've been working. I don't got me no weekend. Rumors say I've been slacking. Man, just give me a reason. You won't like my reaction. If I say it, I mean it. It feel good to be me, 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 me. It feel good to be me, 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 me. I got all that I need, me, 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 me. Now it feel good to be me, ooh. It feel good to be me, ooh. Me, 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 me. It feel good to be me, 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 me. Ooh.
La daddy daddy, I'm a walking party. I'm just getting started. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Ooh, I think I like it. I get too excited since you was invited. I wanna divide it. Why am I the flyest? I should be a pilot. Don't turn me down.
All that I need. Now it feel good to be me, ooh. It feel good to be me, ooh. It feel good to be me, Now it feel good to be me, ooh. It feel good to be me, ooh. My whole team we got now, got no time to be waiting. I ain't going to no doctor, got no time to be patient. I can't pretend to like you, I'm too real to be faking. I don't got attitude, I got magnitude that I had a world really shaking. I got rings on my hand, from my index to pinky. Boy, my name ring bells, talking LA to Sydney. Boy, I'm out here watching, your whole move looking risky. Man, I heard of y'all, I ain't scared at all. If you ready for war, come and get me. It feel good to be me. to be sleeping. Every day I've been working. I don't got me no weekend. Rumors say I've been slacking. Man, just give me a reason. You won't like my reaction. If I say it, I mean it. It feel good to be me, 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 me. It feel good to be me, 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 me. I got all of that me, 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 me. Now it feel good to be me. Ooh, it feel good to be me. Ooh. Me, 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 me. It feel good to be me, 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 me. Ooh.
La daddy daddy, I'm a walking party. I'm just getting started. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Ooh, I think I like it. I get too excited since you was invited. I wanna divide it. Why am I the flyest? I should be a pilot. Don't turn me down loud, ain't nobody silent. See what's going on now, strobe lights blinding. Every day's a dance floor, you know where to find me. Front and center, never hard to find me. You ain't get the memo, baby. It's my world and you're just living in it. It's my world and you're just living in it. It's my world and you're just living in it. It's my world and you're just living in it, baby. This whole world is mine, mine. 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 Oh hey, it's you again. Don't know what you're doing here. This my world and I think that you're new to this. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta go hard. We don't look at those stars, you are looking at one. Let me clear my throat for a minute. You don't live in my world, you are only here to visit. Let me take a minute and stop pausing for the pictures. Here I am, the ruler and the president, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on, the list goes on and 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 it's my world and you're just living in it. You get one night only, then you have to relocate. You in my world and it's not up for debate. When it's my birthday, I can cry if I want to. Buy what I want to, drive what I want to. I ain't spoiled, but I'm rotten, Think I got a problem, especially when shopping. Snap of a finger, I can get it if I want it. I don't like to wait, I have to get it chop, chop. It's my world and you're just living in it. It's my world and you're just living in it. It's my world and you're just living in it. It's my world and you're just living in it. Baby, this whole world is mine, mine. This whole world is mine, mine. This whole world is mine, mine. Baby, this whole world is mine, mine. Mine, mine, mine. Mine, mine.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey. Never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. You know I'm getting to it, like that, like. ripping out of my vest. Going hard every day, nothing less. Checkmate, I'ma take my respect. Going hard every day, nothing less. Run it all, never break in a sweat. Going hard every day.
Hello and welcome to the Rebel Renegade Games 2025. I'm Mike Bourne and alongside me is Ty Hatch. We're going to be taking you through the teams this evening who are the first up on the competition floor. The first event tonight for the teams is a 30-calorie hurricane bike, 15 bar muscle ups, and then a 30-calorie C2 bike. They'll do that in a waterfall fashion. And once all 4 members are completed, that's the end of their workout. Ty, we have some amazing individuals with us this weekend as well. Who are we watching out for?
There's some very exciting names in the mix this year. Rebel has arranged the golden tickets, getting some people through, and then we got our local guys that are really hoping to throw a cat amongst the pigeons over the weekend.
Absolutely. I think our golden ticket entries are Toby Buckland, Lucas Hoberg, and Sarah Sigmund's daughter. So there's a lot of fame from those 3 as well. They've had a lot of success over past and present recently as well. But we also have our top qualifiers, Mike Van Tonder, Radouane, and Evie Hollis, and Christina Livatakis. They're all vying for their one shot at the ticket to go to the games. Who are you looking at for the most?
The cool thing is there's a lot of experience there. A lot of those names that you mentioned have been here. They're used to the high altitude. I think for those golden tickets I've seen through the social media, the guys have been trying to get used to this extra thin air. So the Mikes, the Christinas of the world, they fancy their shot shot. And it's going to be healthy competition instead of people just running away with it.
Yeah, I think the healthy competition comes for sure from the 9 events that we've got across this weekend, and it's sort of 9 events in three and a bit days. It's not even 4 days, so it's kind of like a mini games that we're looking for. And I think after that 6th event, those last 3 are going to be very testing for a lot of people as we go through.
I think there's going to be some sore bodies on Sunday afternoon. The events are brutal. I think the bodies and the minds. That Sunday morning when you wake up and you really want to get out of bed, whether it's to go to the toilet or come compete, they're going to be feeling. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens.
I think this is probably the best test that we could have for a semi-final, taking us through to make sure that the person that does get the ticket is made for the games. Because obviously with the games, we do usually have 12 to 15 workouts throughout that 4 or 5 day period. So it's a great test, a great start for those athletes to push through and see who can make it there. If we can cut to our schedule, we'll take a look at what we've got coming up this evening. Hopefully it pops up for us.
Yeah.
We've got the event 1 teams at 5:30. They're going to run through in 4 heats. And then we've got our first men's individual heat coming up just before 6:45. There's definitely some athletes to watch out for. It's a fast-paced workout for the individuals. The individuals have a 30-calorie hurricane bike, 24 calories for the ladies, 30 bar muscle-ups, and then back to the bike again for that 30 or 24-calorie bike and a sprint to the finish line. So it's a great workout to start off with. I think there's many different ways that you can approach this workout. You can have someone that's strong and powerful output on the bike, but then breaks their muscle-ups up. And then obviously a big, strong finish. Or you could have someone that's a bit more just consistent on the bike and can go unbroken on the muscle-ups. There's so many ways to attack it.
I think it's a great one to start the weekend off. It's obviously a little bit of high skill with the bar muscle-ups, but at least they don't have to think much. They've got a strategy. They need to execute. And how well can they execute their plan according to what their strengths are? If they know they're good on that bar, they're going to hang on and try and do their big sets. Like you said, a little bit more control on the bikes just to make sure they don't fatigue in that first one.
Absolutely. So it's a great first event, and obviously only one event this evening for all the athletes to work through, which is it's a nice sort of like easing them into the competition. It's a tough workout. There's going to be a lot of lactic build-up, but who's going to leave it all on the floor and take that first event win as we go through and finish off day 1 at the Rebel Renegade Games 2025. We're going to leave you there. The Heat 1 of the teams is coming up in around about 20 minutes. There'll be commentary following, and then we will be back again to go over the last 2 heats of the teams and the elite men and the elite women.
See you guys soon.
This is a walk in the park. Look how I move, it's not my fault. I do what I want, I'm a rebel with a cause. Facing myself, I'm the only competition. I got the heat, energy, and the vision. Push it to the max, turn up the system. You was on a roll, I must have missed it. I'm in control, better than you know. Tell me whenever they wanna go, I can let it show. I do what I want, I do what I want, yeah. I do what I want, I do what I want, yeah, yeah. I do what I want, I do what I want, yeah. I do what I want. I do what I want, I do what I want, yeah. I do what I want, I do what I want, yeah, yeah. I do what I want, I do what I want, yeah. I do what I want. I am the illest, watch how I move. I'm not like them, I don't try to be cool. I let them sleep, I let them snooze. We are the brand new, we don't know you. I started up and I left it on cruise. It's only me, so you don't have to choose. Race to the top, lace up my shoes. I am the only one with nothing to prove. Really, I run it up, I have to chase it. You get the runaround, I'm in amazement. I get the tone set, you have to face it. Do what I want, I am not being patient. I do what I want, I do what I want, yeah. I do what I want, I do what I want, yeah, yeah. I do what I want, I do what I want, yeah. I do what I want. I do what I want, I do what I want, yeah. I do what I want, I do what I want, yeah, yeah. I do what I want, I do what I want, yeah. I do what I want. I do what I want, I do what I want, yeah. I do what I want, I do what I want, yeah, yeah. I do what I want, I do what I want, yeah. I do what I want. Some room, you about to kill my vibe. People saying I'm a beast, don't wake the monster inside. You don't want that whole place, gonna throw a riot. I can tell from the look in your eyes, you don't really want the fight. I see through the smoke, can't bring the pain. I'm like a phoenix, I rise from the flame. When you lost everything, what is the game? I'm like a juggernaut in my own lane. This is just my state of mind, I'm coming to finish. If it's me against the whole world, then I'm coming out winning. Just when you thought it was finished, we came back with a rage inside like an Avenger. Celebration, go and gather round, cause I'm ready for dinner. I'm about to have a feast, no second place, I'll be the winner. Let's get ready to rumble, rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. You looking for trouble? Let's get ready to rumble, rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. Tell them it's going down now. Let's go. In the face when I'm down, I've been laughed at with a frown. Felt like I was gonna drown, picked on like a clown. Wanted to give this up too many times, question myself like where are the signs. That's when I realized what's inside me. You don't want none, come and try me. Ain't too far to turn it around. Tell the opposition it's going down. Pedal to the floor, never slowing down. Keep on climbing till we touch the sky now. Put my shades on, let the top down. Tiger on the loose, yeah, it's going down. I came here to finish. If it's me against the world, then I'm winning. Let's get ready to rumble, rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. You looking for trouble? Let's get ready to rumble, rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. Tell them it's going down now.
like that, just like that. It's like that. Do it like that. Yeah, come on, swing like this. Check it out, don't miss. Yeah, come on, swing like this. It's like that. Just like that. It's like that.
It's like that,
It's like that. Do it like that. Just like that. It's like that.
it's like that,
It's like that. Do you want it like this? Or do you want it like that? Do you want it like this? Or do you want it like that? Do you wanna? Do you wanna? Do you wanna? Do you wanna? Don't stop. Do I make it rock? Don't stop. Do I make it rock? Don't stop. Do I make it rock? Don't stop. No, don't stop. Yeah, come on, swing like this. Check it out, don't miss. Yeah, come on, swing like this. Check it out. Yeah, we so dope. It's like that. It's like that. Just like that. It's like that.
it's like that,
It's like that. Do it like that. Just like that. It's like that.
it's like that,
It's like that. Do you want it like this? Or do you want it like that? Do you want it like this? Or do you want it like that? Do you wanna? Do you wanna? Do you wanna? Do you wanna?
Yeah, be phenomenal or be for God. They fall like dominoes, soft as Kai. Mad I lost, sick I'm toxic. I know I got it. Ready, I'm ready. Come test my ride. Time is ticking, man. We ain't waiting all day. No politicking or ego tripping. You late. New day means new games. Leg day, how I move weights. With my crew like Wu-Tang. This Batman, not Bruce Wayne. You wanna be safe or stronger? I'm ready for war, I'm covered in armor. I'm ready for war, I'm covered in armor. Burnt, don't play with the flame, too hot to touch. Facing the storm, I fight through the pain. I go high, go think I'm going insane. Know it's a stake, do what you want, just stay out the way. Hey, get ready, I'm running. Oh yeah, we coming. Keeping the winds abundant, no pain, I numb it. Hard times, I love it. Don't duck when they coming. These legs ain't running. I'ma keep it 100. Never been a crash dummy. All I do is get money, dummy. They want me to stop, but I keep it going. Don't like to talk, so leave me alone. Yeah, you wanna be safe or stronger? I'm ready for war, I'm covered in armor. I'm covered in armor. I'm ready for war, I'm covered in armor.
Tasting. 1, 2, 3.
That's crazy. I can do this on a daily. That's crazy. I can do this on a daily.
In the kitchen cooking up like your grandma. Gonna hit the rodeo, yeehaw. Get the boys, gonna take them to the strip mall. Got range, I don't play, seesaw. That's crazy. That's crazy. What I got, make your head turn round. Big crowd, I'ma still stand out. Don't blink, just say it out loud. Ooh, that's crazy. Superman on the beat, pow. All eyes on me, bounce. It's about to get real loud. Big smile, say cheese, wow. I'm the man on the beat, bow. All eyes on me, bounce. It's about to get real loud. Big smile, say cheese, wow. Wow, wow. Big smile, say cheese, wow. Wow, wow. Big smile, say cheese, wow. What I got, make your head turn round. Big crowd, I'ma still stand out. Don't think, just say it out loud. Ooh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. What I got, make your head turn round. Big crowd, I'ma still stand out. Don't think, just say it out loud. Ooh, that's crazy. I say, yeah, buddy, rolling like a big shot. Got cleaned up and I only serve a big guy. Fresh start time, fresh new mind. Free on the inside, free on the outside. Why you worry when you know that he gon' make a way? I done seen him make a blessing like 100 ways. Everybody got a time, a dog gon' have a day. Only running to the Lord, I never run away. Curving him, demons try to get me, but I'm swerving him. Circle him, target in my flesh, I had to murder him. Satan only come to steal your joy just like a burglar. Smirking him, I know he got it covered like a pergola. We go ahead and knock it out the park and turn the bases. You was walking faith and started running out of patience. I sat at the table with my plate, I'm saying graces. Cast all our cares, forget the past and turn the page. I say, yeah, buddy, rolling like a big shot. Got cleaned up and I only serve a big guy. Fresh start time, fresh new mind. Free on the inside, free on the outside. 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 Yeah, okay, do what you gon' do to get the message. What you mean? Had to cut you off cause you was messy. Look, all my dogs got it off the strength, bench pressing. 10 plus, I can never quit, I'm invested. I can't fill you in with the crew cause you ain't real enough. Try to knock it down, but I can't let you, you ain't build it up. You can't eat the clock cause you was not out in the field with us. We got back in fellowship with God, how they gon' deal with us? Heard somebody talking from the benches. Yeah, they was like, no, don't shoot, I ain't listen. I feel like I'm Curry in the clutch, I ain't missing.
Just taking my reins. Good afternoon, South Africa. Welcome.
Yeah, buddy,
this is the Renegade Games, the official CrossFit semi-final event for this region. If you are tuning in live, good afternoon. We have got about 4 minutes before we start up. Hope you are ready.
Free on the inside, free on the outside. Free on the inside, free on the outside. Free on the inside, free on the outside.
Our first event this evening is going to be event number 1 for our teams. They're going to be coming through the tunnel any minute now.
All right, we're ready to welcome our athletes. Lane number 1, we have Buffalo City Bomb Squad. Here they come. Lane number 2, CrossFit Artax's Warriors. In lane number 3, we have NCC. Lane number 4, Cape CrossFit Werewolves. Lane number 5, Blockbox CrossFits. Lane number 6, Josie Underdogs. Lane number 7, Uncontained Brave. Lane number 8, Vibe Warriors. Lane number 9, CrossFit Blue Sky Cobalt Crew. And in lane number 10, we have Lions Bay CrossFit.
And just like that, our first heat for our first event for our teams for this action-packed weekend has just taken the floor. If you don't know what today's workout is, event number 1 is going to be male, female, waterfall style. They are going to be completing calories on the bike, bar muscle ups, and then calories on the bike again.
Athletes, we're going to be kicking off in just over 1 minute.
I'm about to shut it down. I'm about to shut it down. I'm about to shut it down. I walked in on a high note. I'm the one that everybody looking for. I just want to see your body on the floor. You ain't got to guess that I want more. These days I'm just trying to get it right. Top floor, sunbeam, high life. Add another round of my own tab. I don't see it leaving in her own cab. When I pull up with my gang, you know we out here. I got sparkles on my wrist, you know.
Okay, Rebel Renegade Games, Heat 1 for our teams. We're going to be kicking off in 30 seconds.
I'm about to shut it down. 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 I got the numbers, I'm on the lineup, I rock designer. Girls on me, they blush when I'm in there. Ooh, how I like it.
10 seconds.
Floor shake when I'm out here shut down. I'll be waiting on a band to come around.
Stand by.
What now? I'm about to shut it down.
And we are off with heat number 1 for our teams here at Rebel Renegade Games. First of our male athletes here on the bike, working their way through 30 calories.
I'm about to shut it down.
All right, it's awfully quiet in here. Rebel Renegade Games, day number 1 underway. We already have a hand up for a judge out in lane number 8, CrossFit Odd Taxes Warriors. 1 calorie to go. He's going to move over to the rig and 15 bar muscle ups, but he's not alone on the rig yet.
We've got Lions Bay CrossFit over here, working their way through their muscle ups. Right next to them, CrossFit Blue Sky Cobalt crew.
Edwin out in lane number 1 from Lions Bay CrossFit, smashing out his bar muscle ups. Everybody looking super smooth. Are we going to see anybody go unbroken? Edwin's judge, hands up.
Cobalt crew first onto their bike erg. They got 30 calories there.
All right, out in lane number 10, Edwin from Lions Bay CrossFit, chipping away at his 30 calories.
We have our first female athlete onto the muscle ups. Sky Blue. Closely joined by Lions Bay CrossFit.
As this is a waterfall style workout, the athlete cannot pass the person in front of them. They need to wait. So if your athlete has finished their bar muscle ups, they cannot advance to the bike until the person in front of them has come off. Out in lane number 1. Some beautiful muscle ups. Oh, we got a bit of a chicken wing there. That's okay. Ooh, and Eden from Plotbox CrossFit making these muscle ups look really easy.
We got our first male across the line. That's 3 boys across the line now. Let's see if we can get some girls coming to join them. It's awesome to hear the community getting behind their athletes. Good to see the return of all 4 athletes coming from the same gym. These people train together, sweat together, suffer together. And here they are representing their gym on the team floor.
All right, we have 2 ladies on the bikes already. They need to complete 24 calories.
We've got almost all of our first group of men across the line. Yes, we do.
Out in lane number 6, Josie underdogs are really trying to get that final muscle up.
The big catch here, moving from the bike onto the bar muscle up, you don't realize how much the fatigue sets in through those forearms, which is going to transfer into the bar muscle ups later on.
Out in lane number 5, Plotbox CrossFit has got 2 calories. 1 calorie to go for her to advance to the finish line and her teammate to start on his 30 cals.
And he's done it. Jersey Underdogs, first athlete, he's done. Back onto that bike.
All right, we are 6 minutes 40 into this time cap. Which team is going to finish first?
Because it is a waterfall style workout, what we are going to see is some athletes finishing a movement and having a little bit of a break, probably welcome on their behalf, which means they're going to be able to push that little bit harder when they get to that next movement. Quite a few teams with 2 and 3 members across the line now. Uncontained Brave with 3 of their team members across the line. Lockbox with the same. Cape CrossFit Werewolves waiting on their final athlete as well. Cheering from that finish line.
CrossFit Art Taxes with 1 rep to go. All of the athletes have completed their hurricane bike calories. They are either on the muscle ups or waiting to get on the muscle ups. 2 reps for uncontained left.
We're going to notice our final athlete, when they come off the C2 bike, they're going to have to run. They're competing against every other team heat that's coming after them. So they're going to want to make sure they have a competitive time.
This time cap has 12 minutes, so athletes have less than 3 minutes to go. And just like that, uncontained is done.
So we've just passed the 9.5 minute mark. We've got 2.5 minutes to go to hit that time cap.
Vibe Warriors are chipping away at these muscle ups. But across the blue sky, she's been working those muscle ups for almost the entire time cap. She's got a few left, 4 to go.
Our third team has crossed the line. We've just passed 10 minutes 30. Athletes on the floor have just over 60 seconds remaining of this 12-minute time cap.
CrossFit Art Tackles Warriors is working really hard at getting those 30 reps done. Every calorie is going to count towards their score. They don't want to leave anything on the board with less than a minute to go before the time cap hits.
These athletes have 40 seconds remaining. We're going to see them trying to get every single rep they possibly can.
All right, it's that time. 30 seconds to go. Make some noise for the athletes on the floor, guys. Come on, let's get behind these girls. 20 seconds to go. NCC with 3 reps. Blue sky, oh, no rep. Josie
5
Underdogs
seconds.
just done. 3, 2, 1, and time.
And that is Heat 1 of Rebel Renegade Games in the books for 2025. All right, we're here with Uncontained Brave. Guys, how did that workout go for you? Did it go the way you expected?
Yes, I think it definitely went different than at the box, but we did much better and we exceeded our expectations, so we are very happy.
Was there anything in particular you went in thinking with a plan? Did the plan stay the way that it was, or did you change your mind? How did it go?
Yes, yeah, we just went as hard as possible, and we did stick to the plan. Did it a bit differently than at the box, training it, but again, we are all happy, so it went well.
And for the rest of the weekend, is there anything in particular, any workout that you're really looking forward to?
The snatch and the handstand walk. We are behind you, on your heels, firstly.
Amazing. All right, let's hear it for Uncontained Brave, Heat 1 winners. Good job, guys.
All right, Rebel Renegade Games, our official CrossFit semi-final event for our Africa region. We have heat number 2, event number 1 for our teams coming up. We're gonna start getting these teams out on the floor. So, out in lane number 1, CrossFit Juggernaut Triumph. Make some noise, you guys, if you know these athletes. Out in lane number 2, PFC Honey Badgers. Lane number 3, CrossFit Akerstad Bomb Squad. Lane number 4, CrossFit Artaxis Avengers. Out in lane number 5, Taniwaka Ha. Lane number 6, Kaima Send It. Lane number 7, Pack Life CrossFit Santon. Lane number 8, CrossFit Bloberg Units. Lane number 9, RTF Misfits. And out in lane number 10, Top Gun Fitness. Those are our 10 teams for heat number 2, event number 1. Welcome, this is Rebel Renegade Games, the official CrossFit semi-final.
And for those of you that weren't checked in before, the workout is waterfall style. 30 calories for men, 24 for ladies on the Hurricane 2.0, 15 bar muscle ups, and 30 for men, 24 for ladies on the C2 bike.
Athletes, 1 minute.
Rebel Renegade Games, a CrossFit qualifying event. 2025, you're seeing the top athletes from Africa, UAE, and Gulf region.
Athletes, 30 seconds to your starting mats, please.
Let's go in!
10 seconds. Stand by. And just like that, heat number 2 is underway for our team event number 1.
We've got all our males here working their way through the Hurricane 2.0. They've got 30 calories to get through. What we're looking for is for our judge to raise their hands. They're going to let us know when they're almost done with those 30 calories. Looks like Kaima sent it straight away there.
And just like that, Kaima Sendet has literally sent it on that first bike. He's chipping away. He's 15 muscle ups. Will he be going unbroken? closely joined by Pack Life CrossFit Santon. And just like that, Tanya was on the ring as well. Out in lane number 1, Juggernaut Triumph has joined the party.
Classic, classic. If I drop any day, it's a classic. Any wave that I'm on, it's a classic. And you heard that? Classic, classic, classic. If I drop any day, it's a classic. Any move that
Looks like we're about to see all of our males on the bar muscle ups. Yes, they are. And now we've got all the females onto the bike. 24 calories for the girls. Same number of bar muscle ups.
Right, all of our athletes are chipping away at their bar muscle ups. We have our first team onto the bike.
Pack Life CrossFit straight onto that bike erg. Looks like he's going to be very closely followed.
CrossFit Tanya has joined the party.
Just singles, guys.
And Sanders is now on the bike.
We've got a few of our female athletes onto their bar muscle ups now. Some beautiful reps coming out here. RTF Misfits onto the bike.
CrossFit Tanya was making these muscle ups look like a walk in the park. She has to complete 15 reps and she has 3 reps to go. Now we have multiple ladies chipping away at their 15 bar muscle ups.
Go in.
And just like we were saying before, there's going to be, because it's waterfall style, some athletes coming off the bike and getting a nice little rest before getting onto those bar muscle ups. I would definitely say it's a welcome rest for many of our athletes.
All right, our first team done. First teammate is done with his 30 calories. Closely followed by Time Ascendant. Out in front of Sanoa, Johannes got a few reps to go, 3 reps to go. 2 reps for RTF Misfits.
We've got quite a few of our teams here with all their athletes making their way through with their final females on the bike. We're going to see a big difference between the first athlete crossing the finish line and the last athlete crossing the finish line.
Out in lane number 10, Top Gun Fitness, Jess is really working hard on her calories with 5 calories to go. Her first year back in competition after having twins.
Come on, bro.
We have 2 ladies that have finished up this portion of the workout.
looking like Kind of Send It is our leading team. Oh, they've been closely caught up by Kaha. The hand is up in the air for two ladies on their bar muscle ups. 3 hands in the air now. It's going to be a tight race here when we get to the C2 bike for these middle 3 teams. It's looking like it's going to be a C2 and a sprint to get across that finish line. There we have it. We have our 3 teams. Lane number 7, 6, and 5. All final athletes on the C2 bike. It's going to come down to who wants to hurt the most and who has the legs to carry them across that finish line.
All right, we have multiple ladies looking to lock up this workout for their team. 1 calorie RTF methods.
We're coming up to 8 minutes.
Fitness is having a real go at these calories.
We've got a hand up here for our final lady. Second hand goes up. This is going to be very close.
CrossFit Taniwa has got 1 calorie to go. Let's go, Sybil. 1 calorie for Send It. 5 calories for Top Gun Fitness. 1 calorie for Pack Life CrossFit. And Top Gun Fitness finishes up their workout. Athletes, you have 3 minutes to go.
So we still have 2.5 minutes here on the floor. Plenty of time to get it done.
These athletes have got 2 minutes to go. 5 calories for CrossFit Art Taxes, 4 calories. CrossFit Bloberg unit is really working hard at trying to get these muscle ups done.
Yes, Anna! Come! Bingo! We got this!
So we got 90 seconds on the clock.
Four reps to go for PFC Honey Badgers. 2 reps for RTF Misfits. CrossFit Art Taxes Avengers really fighting for that rep. Let's get it through that lockout. Here we go. 5 reps to go. 1 minute.
If you're here to support your team, get behind them. Less than 60 seconds.
stay tight. Come on, girl.
Athletes, 30 seconds to go.
Big one, big
RTF Misfits is going to do a 30-second sprint. 1 rep to go for PMC Honey Badgers.
All right, let's go, Hannah. Come on.
10 seconds.
Come on, big one. Go to the bike. Right to the bike.
3, 2, 1, time. That is heat number 2 of the Rebel Renegade Games done and dusted. We're going to take it to Natalie, who's going to be interviewing our heat winner. And that is heat number 2 for event number 1 for our teams at the Rebel Renegade Games. We have our heat winners, CrossFit Taniwa Kaha. Good job, you guys. Sybil, how did you guys feel about this workout when it was released?
Always a challenge as well, always more challenging a lot.
And then last question over here for Johan. Johan, how do you guys feel about the remainder of the workouts over the weekend?
This moment, not sure at all. I don't think we were planning on winning the heat. We're just winning it. Send it. That's the plan.
All right, those are our heat winners for event, heat number 2 winners for event number 1. Heat number 3 coming up.
All right, everyone, we are calling out our teams for heat number 3. In lane number 1, we have Valley Made. Lane number 2, MCC Aya. Lane number 3, ATG, the guys. Lane number 4, CrossFit Artax's Assassins. Lane number 5, we have Uncontained Strong. Lane number 6, CrossFit Bloberg Pumas.
Okay, we are back with the 3rd heat of the team event so far this evening. So far, the fastest time that we've got, Ty, is 8:24. It's a 12-minute cap on this workout. And again, just to reiterate, it's 30 calories on the Hurricane bike. Essentially, that Hurricane bike is like an Echo bike. And then 15 bar muscle-ups, and then 30 calories on the C2 bike. We are looking at heat number 3. Your lanes to watch out for at the moment are lanes 4, 5, and 6. They're your faster qualifiers in this heat. So we'll keep a close eye on those 3 teams as we move through heat number 3 here at the Rebel Renegade Games 2025.
Super excited to see some of these teams out there. One of our fellow commentators is actually in lane 6 with the Bloberg Pumas. Matt, who was one of the commentators last year, hung up his microphone and is on the floor this year. So we have to give him a bit of a shout out this year.
Hung up his microphone and put on his grips. and Ty, you've got a team in this heat, right?
Yeah, so I think I'll have to try and not be biased, but just obviously you're not from South Africa, so the pronunciation there is not "Aya," it's pronounced MCC Aya. So just to make sure that you guys know what you are shouting for the weekend.
Amazing. Guys, just to reiterate, this workout is in a waterfall fashion. So once the first athlete has finished their 30 calories on the bike, they will move to the bar muscle-ups, and the next athlete will then start on the bike immediately afterwards. It will follow through in the same format as we go through all 4 athletes.
Exciting. Back on TV.
Back on the screen. Guys, we're about to start heat number 3 here on the team event, which is the Mayhem 30s.
This is a cool one. You're going to send out your powerhouse athlete first, get that Echo bike done, not the Hurricane, sorry, and make sure that you start your team with a bit of speed off the bat. You can see they're sending out their big boys to make sure that bike moves.
Yeah, I think it's very tactical in terms of who you send out first. Obviously, you want your faster athletes to get it done. That also means that at some point during the workout, you could have someone that doesn't need to go as fast on that first bike because they could be waiting for someone to finish their 15 bar muscle-ups.
Yeah, we saw that in the previous heats. 1 or 2 guys just getting stuck behind maybe one of their weaker bar muscle-uppers, if that's a word. And yeah, it's just being tactical, not pushing too hard that you have to break up the muscle-ups too much when you eventually get there.
Absolutely. This first bike is going to get the breathing going, could get the legs to feel a little bit heavy, depending on how fast they go out. In this heat at the moment, I think we have last year's Rebel champion.
I do.
Ruan. He's not competing as an individual this year, but he has laced up his boots again to take on the team.
Sub 6 is the team he's competing for. He was a late entry to this team, but I'm sure he's going to try and go unbroken just to put on a show. And this is his floor, apparently. So he's going to show us in his first round of the muscle-ups.
Absolutely. Hand in the air for Ruan as well. 3 reps remaining for Ruan.
Unbelievable. And just next to Ruan on screen there, we've got one of the members of CrossFit Josie, Dill. He actually had to put up this rig during the week and then had to shift into athlete mode after that. So he knows all the ins and outs of this arena.
So Ruan first onto the bike. He's going to tackle 30 calories. His teammate coming up behind, about to start the bar muscle-ups.
Yeah, you can see putting a shift there. Those arms are done. He's just relaxing and letting those legs do the work. There we have Gareth of MCC. Never has a t-shirt on. Why would you?
Absolutely. It's going to get hot out there. The speed that they're going at. But again, you can see on this bike, it's not a 100% sprint here. Obviously, they've gone hard on the first bike. They've put the work in the muscle-ups, but this last bike doesn't need to be as hard if their person behind isn't as close to them as needs to be.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, it's just that uncomfortable number of calories. It's just too far to sprint, I think. Especially, like you say, after those bar muscle-ups, they're probably a bit gassed. It's just leaning in and timing it with your teammate behind.
But if you look at there on screen, you've got Ruan center screen in the teal-coloured top. He is bent over. He's in that power position, trying to get that drive down through the pedal. 1 calorie remaining, and he will be the first athlete to run to the finish line.
Oh, that's a show. He wasn't first off the first bike and just put on a massive show on those muscle-ups, I think. Really impressive. Nice one, Ruan.
So hand in the air for lane 7. 1 calorie remaining.
Nice. And a couple of these girls really making easy work of these bar muscle-ups. Super impressive to see some strong ladies putting on a show here.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, we're on to heat number 3 of the team event. 3.5 minutes in. It's a 12-minute cap. From the first 2 heats, the fastest time so far was 8:24 for all 4 athletes to complete their workload.
We actually got a couple of teams on their 3rd and 4th athletes already on the floor. So I don't think that time's going to stay in this heat.
No, I think there is quite a discrepancy between the top 2 heats and the bottom 2 heats. And we must remember that there isn't any qualifying spot for the CrossFit Games for the team events here. So this is all for pride and putting it all on the line and seeing which team can take that coveted title of the #1 Rebel Renegade Games team.
It's a great weekend for these teams. It's the Woodstock of fitness in South Africa. We all come out to Vanderbijlpark and camp out here for a couple of days, and the guys really make it their CrossFit Games for the weekend.
Absolutely. It's a great venue here. Loads of space, amazing scenery outside. I'm sure the individuals and the teams are going to have an amazing run outdoors in the fresh air tomorrow morning. But this evening, we're on the bike, we're on the bar, and we're nearly 5 minutes through Heat 3 of the Mayhem Express team workout.
We've actually got a couple of teams where all the athletes are on or through the bar with their muscle up. So super speed with this heat compared to the previous twos.
Yeah, I don't think there's any danger of that time holding or standing from heat number 2. And it looks like we're probably going to have a 6 to 7 minute finish time for a lot of these teams.
It's quite nice to see some of the individual. There's Tammy crossing the line. She was an individual ladies athlete last year and joining her team this year.
And you can see there's some heavy legs there as we're running through to the finish line.
My favorite is the end there, Mike, where we just get a couple of beach poses at the finish line. I'm sure we'll see that when the next team crosses, instantly you cross that finish line and your legs seem to just collapse.
And that's the fetal position they're starting to go for, but then as they wake up, they're just looking at their teammates down the floor. So 6 minutes in, that's halfway through the time cap. Closing in on our first team to finish soon.
Oh, wow. For the fans, we love to see it. One of the members of the CrossFit Josie team putting on a show. And we got the last MCC member onto the bike.
Hand in the air for center lanes.
Oh, there's Matt in the Lumo shirt there. He's thinking about changing the damper. There, he did change it for his teammate. Good teaming.
So a lot of teams now moving on to their final athlete on the bike. They've got 30 calories to move through. It really is a sprint finish when you're the last athlete remaining. Got to leave it all on the floor for your teammates. You don't want to let anyone down. Put in all that effort so that you can get through to that finish line.
We've got any teams through yet, Michael? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Unbelievable scenes. Oh, you've got to love CrossFit.
I think it was one of our first teams to come through here. One calorie remaining.
MCC, oh yeah. No. Oh, look at the run. That's basically what I look like.
And that would be an unofficial time of 7:29 on our scoreboard.
Here goes Eleanor.
Which is roughly a minute faster than the previous heat.
What a way to end your evening. A lot of these teams traveled up this morning from around the country, and now you just jump on a bike, make your legs sore, get your lungs burning from the altitude, and now at least you get a big hug when you finish your bit of work for the evening.
Yeah, your teammates are there waiting for you at the finish line. We're 8 minutes in, there's still 4 minutes remaining. I'm sure that all teams are going to get across the finish line under this time cap at this rate.
Super impressive effort. Looks like we've got 3 teams still on the floor.
Yeah, lane 1, lane 2, lane 3, and lane 10.
Sprint. Oh, here we go. Right, we've got 1 left on the floor. She's got 4 calories.
Two calories remaining for lane number 1.
Come on, girl. Get it done. 1 to go. And they're nearly sub 9, so this group is substantially quicker. Just going to make the run. Nowhere to hide when you're the last one through. And her teammates are waiting on the floor for her.
We've got 1 team remaining, actually, in lane number 10.
There they are.
Sneaky off camera.
Here we go. She's getting her game time, yeah? She's getting her camera time. That's the best part.
So we've got 30 calories remaining on the C2 bike. Shouldn't take her too long to sprint through. And again, they'll get under this 12-minute time cap, which will be a first for the evening where all 10 teams have managed to complete the workload under the time cap.
Mike, what do you like to do on a C2 bike? Do you like to pump that dumper up, or do you like to keep it low and spin the legs?
I think with the C2 bike, for me, it depends on the distance that you're going. If it is more of a sprint, I don't mind whacking the damper up and really sort of standing and getting a good bit of power output, driving that foot through the pedal. But if it obviously is a lot more calories, then just stick it between 4 and 5 on that damper and ease your way through.
There she's done. Wow. All the teams under 10:30. Great effort by the teams out there. Very cool.
Okay, so we're going to go down to the floor where Tiana is waiting with our heat win.
Okay, we're here with Heat 3 winners, ATG, the guys. And I've just been informed they did not practice this workout. You said you thought it was going to be easy.
We thought that would be the easiest one of the weekend.
Do you take that back?
Let's see how the next one.
And one more thing, how did those legs feel coming off the C2 bike?
Terrible. You're trying to get over to the finish line. It's just
But you got it done and smashed the prior time, so you now have the time to beat. Do you think you can hold it? I'm glad you're happy. Congratulations, guys. Heat 3 winners.
All right, good evening, everybody. This is Renegade Games, the official CrossFit qualifying event for our 2025 season. We have got heat number 4 for our teams coming right up, out in lane number 1.
And another team for you as well in this heat.
MCC Misfits. We've got a couple of individual athletes that were competed last year and a couple of teams. So a bit of youth and experience. And I think that's the theme across the board. We've got a couple of teams that have got 1 or 2 guys that used to partake in the individual world. And there's a lot of young guys coming through. So very cool mixed bag this weekend.
Again, the teams to look out for are probably in lanes 4, 5, 6, and 7. Obviously, a lot of local favourites here. The crowd is starting to build up on the one side of the stands. And that's before we've even got the elites started.
Yeah, Thursday night. Really cool to get this many people into the arena. So looking forward to a nice packed weekend. Make sure you get your tickets and come through.
Absolutely. Guys, this heat should be a little bit quicker than the previous. I don't think there's any danger of teams not finishing And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the teams go unbroken on these 15 bar muscle-ups.
Yeah, if you've got a favorite, make sure you don't blink because you may miss them. They're going to get through this work quite quickly.
So if you're just joining us, we're on event 1 for the teams, heat number 4, our final heat for the teams. They're working through the workout Mayhem Express, 30-calorie hurricane bike, 15 bar muscle-ups, and 30-calorie C2 bike. Waterfall style until all 4 athletes have completed the workload. This one should be fast and furious in comparison to the heats. There's some strong individuals in these teams. And they're all coming together to compete as one.
The nice thing about being on the floor this year, Mike, instead of in the back room like we were last year, is you get to hear some of the team talks and all the energy and hearing how the camaraderie really makes a massive difference with these teams.
Yeah, I think that for myself, I've done a lot more teamwork myself, and I prefer to do team events. I feel you always push that a little bit harder for your teammates. You never want to let them down, and you always find that sort of sick gear when needed. We've got Brandon Jacobs. He's going to be leading off in lane number 3 for RTF Bourne.
Yeah, it's great. We're that close to the commentators.
Brandon Jacobs used to be in the UAE, now moved back to South Africa with his wife. She's also in the team with him. So that's a nice little pair to work together in lane number 3.
Another pair that was in the individuals last year. So just spreading the love, making sure that we pay it back after doing your yards as an individual athlete.
And off we go. Heat number 4 is underway.
Just a little dark horse to look out for there. Henry there in lane 2 with the Tiger Valley guys. He's had a massive experience in this arena. And then you see Lance Keir really trying to break that bike in the next lane over. So a couple of really cool athletes to watch in this one, Mike.
Absolutely. Lane number 3, Brandon Jacobs is absolutely cruising on this bike. He's really going for it. Hands in the air. 4 calories remaining.
This is going to be fun to watch these muscle ups. It's going to be a battle of who drops, I think.
So Brandon hands over to his wife. He's onto the bar.
Wow, Barron making light work there and Bounty.
Again, this could be the tactical style. Obviously, if you go male, female, the likelihood is that the ladies will finish the calories on the bike slightly slower than the men. So the men have a little bit longer to work through their bar muscle-ups, which doesn't necessarily mean they have to go unbroken, which could leave a bit more in the tank to work through their 30 calories on the C2 bike.
Mark, you're pretty and smart. I mean, for me, when I would get up there, I'd just try and put on a show and I'd black out a little bit, and then you'd end up holding your whole team up. So that's a great strategy. The girls are going to take a little bit longer on that bike, not as heavy as the guys. And you can definitely break on this first set, I think. There we go, CJ Ward onto the bike. Managed to pull some time back there. And a few of these teams getting their second athletes going. This is a tight race, so we are trying to keep an eye on everyone for you, but we're a little bit limited, but we try our best to keep everyone in the mix. And there's some excited energy at the back there with Bounty dying to get on the bike. There's Brandon just coming, little slip. Then we've got Laverne Engelbrecht working through in the yellow, making very light work of those bar muscle ups. Again, another individual athlete from last year. And there's Henry. Call that one. He's got a beautiful mustache he's rocking this year, Mike. giving us some extra power.
All the power in the mustache, for sure. One thing to take note of as well, in the fact that it's obviously mixed teams, is you've got different heights on the saddle. And I've noticed there, watching through the video feed, that if you forget to change the height of your saddle, it's not going to be a comfortable ride for you. And it's something that you need to take note of and make sure that you're in that right position to gain that right power outage as you're driving down through that pedal.
And that was a perfect example there. CJ is about 6'3", 6'4", and then the Vern can barely see over the bike. So you definitely have to think about your teammates that are coming through. The judges being a little bit stricter on the toes, rising, getting close to that bar. It's great to see. Obviously, it looks great with those front up rises, but the rules are the rules.
Yeah, so obviously we're trying to eliminate the glide kip on that bar muscle up, and it's great to see the no reps being given just to keep the standard nice and clean for everyone that's competing.
How cool does that rig look?
It's a great view we've got down the rig. You can see a few judges there with their hands up.
This is the part of competing I used to love, Mike. Just when you're up on that bar, you're on the edge, and then you just see the guy next to you just trying to do a little bit more than you, and you say, no way.
A few different tactics there on the bike. Some sat, some standing. Some look far more comfortable than others.
You shouldn't be looking comfortable in that last 30 cals. Should be hurting.
Okay, we're 4.5 minutes into this final heat of the team event number 1. Again, 12-minute caps. If you're just joining us, 30 cal bike, 15 bar muscle ups, 30 cal bike, waterfall fashion until all 4 athletes have completed the workload.
There's Mrs. Jacobs putting on a show over there. Natalie, looking great on the bar. Wow, it's clean reps.
Last rep for her in center screen. She's going to move that riser out of the way for her male compatriot coming through as the 3rd athlete onto the bar muscle ups.
It's one of the Pack Life members. They've been together for a couple of years.
Okay, 5.5 minutes in. A lot of teams finishing up with their 3rd athlete on the bar.
Wow.
I'll leave that 4th one to come through, finish it off.
With that technique, you can tell he's been waiting for this workout to show off his bar muscle ups. Very pretty.
Again, two different elements to this workout: power output on the bike, and gymnastics skill capacity on the rig. So someone could be extremely strong on one, but not necessarily great on the other. So again, you've got to be clever the way that you position your teammates in order to get the best result for your team possible.
I'm always a fan of a simple workout like this. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be a million different time domains and elements. It's just, can you bike fast? Can you jump up and do some gymnastics? And then can you bike fast again? I think that's the little sneaky factor with this one.
You're right there, Ty, for sure. I think we're going to have some exciting heats to come with the individuals as well.
I think we've got our first team across there, 6:20-ish, unofficially. There must have been an issue there with that Brandon Jacobs team there.
Yeah.
Bit of an issue. It's only the 2nd athlete coming through.
Oh,
there we go. There we go. There we go. There's the walk we've been waiting for. Get our 2nd team through. Looks like we've got a bit of a race here.
Yeah, unofficial time 6:50 there for our 2nd team.
There's the 3rd team coming through. The 4th team in the heat there with the hand up. Didn't go hard enough, Mike. It's not limping.
No. A lot left in the tank.
Some great times.
I kind of want to see those runs to the finish line, though. No walking over the... That should be a standard. You got to run to the finish.
Attempted run. There we go. They're making some light work of that bike now.
Coming up to the 8-minute mark. 8-minute mark in heat number 4, the final heat of the teams in event number 1, Mayhem Express.
We've got the Pack Life team crossing the line there. It's all a matter of perspective sometimes. These guys that are on the floor might be thinking they're not doing particularly well, but this heat is flying through.
Yeah, this heat is definitely faster overall than the previous two.
Yeah.
Majority of the teams have finished under the second heat's fastest time.
I think there's a couple of teams in that third heat that are going to cause a little bit of trouble over the weekend, and maybe at that time it's a good indicator that they might end up in this final heat on day 3, 4.
So we've got our final athletes on the bike from our last 3 teams on the floor at the moment. 2 teams remaining.
There we go. Might have another little race on our hands here. Oh, the girls are hurting. No one wants to lose the little race.
3 minutes remaining on this last heat.
Both hands up at the same time. Surely we've got a little sprint to finish here, Mike. Surely.
Let's see. Oh,
yeah. There we go.
And there's our final athlete crossing the line. 9:32 unofficially. That's all the teams across. And that's the end of event number 1 for the teams here at the Renegade Games 2025 on this first day of competition.
I think they're going to sleep well after that.
Absolutely. And they've got a lot to come tomorrow as well. The volume and capacity of these workloads across the weekend is extremely high, and there's not many events that go across the year where there are six events or more.
Our event winners, heat winners for event number 1 for our teams.
I think especially at this caliber of workout, it's a very high-end rigging, and you've got the machines, and you've got a beautiful layout chair on the floor. So I think the guys really will rise to the occasion.
It's a chance for them to use the environment, use the atmosphere, have some experience themselves competing at a high level in a big competition. And remember, this is a CrossFit sanctioned event, and obviously our individuals qualify with that 1 spot for the male, 1 spot for the females. Yeah. Okay, so we are where Natalie is standing by with our winning team.
All right, if you're just joining us at the live link, good evening and welcome to Renegade Games. We have just wrapped up our team event number 1 for this evening, and I'm joined here with Uncontained Humble, who has taken the event 1 as well as the heat win. They won by over 1.5 minutes. That was a dominant performance. Congratulations, guys. Cassie, can you tell me what your strategy was for your team coming into this workout?
Well, this workout is all about who's willing to be in the pain cave the most and let it burn. So you know you've got your team that you need to support, so just close your eyes and let it burn.
I think you guys are coming into this weekend relatively, I want to say unknown, but also a little bit of the underdogs. Are you guys looking to make some noise and make your way up the leaderboard as the weekend carry on and keep the top spot? Fantastic. Congratulations to you guys on taking event number 1. We are looking forward to seeing you smash it for the remainder of the competition. That is it for our teams for day number 1. Join us tomorrow bright and early for event number 2 for our teams. So that was our little warm-up for you guys. We have our individual men coming up. in 10 minutes, heat number 1 will take the floor. So if you don't have a coffee, quickly go grab one, or a beer or a glass of water, then make your way back to the grandstands.
Start workout.
You're going to have a lot going on, and it's going to be very beneficial to not write your own programming.
The community that has been brought to us through the Mayhem affiliate programming. Just the programming, like you think it wouldn't bring much, but it really does.
This allows me to spend more time with members, allows me to spend more time coaching my coaches and making sure the gym's running the way it needs to run. Programming would take up all that time.
It made me feel more like a professional because I came in and I had a game plan.
It's like if you need anything, as an affiliate owner, reach out, and you mean that.
Building client relationships
building retention, and increasing our impact. And Mayhem allows us to do that a lot.
We align with what Mayhem stands for.
We don't preach a lot about being like a faith-based gym, but it brings in a lot of people who, hey, I signed up because I just want to be around good people.
And so, no-brainer, Mayhem affiliate.
And we have a purpose, and they feel that purpose when they come in.
It just helps us grow, and our impact is larger.
And it's just awesome to see the whole community come together in that 1 hour. Like, it's their best hour of the day.
I mean, we have 4 days here. It makes it very exciting, and I'm happy. I'm happy being here, and I'm looking forward to a great weekend.
Absolutely, and we've got 30 males competing and 20 females. They're all vying for that one single CrossFit Games spot from this semi-final. It's going to be closely contested all through the weekend. We have 9 events to work through.
I know. So the funny thing is, like, we want to create a test for the weekend in which everybody has a chance to win. So over the weekend we have a lot of tests. I mean, this one is a classic test we've been doing in every single competition where Mayhem programmed. Yeah, I'm happy to see what happens from now on.
It's slightly different here as well. We obviously don't have the assault bikes or the echo bikes. We've got the hurricane bikes, but they're supposedly very similar to the echo style.
Yeah, I mean, in Brazil they didn't. No, sorry, in Malaga they didn't have the echo bikes either. They have assault bikes. It's great. I mean, we are not comparing. Each competition has its own material, distances, the rig. Everything is different. But yeah, I'm excited to see what will this first hit here in the Renegade Games brings.
We're definitely in for some fast fitness this evening. We are going down to the floor for heat number 1 of the men's elite competition here on the first day in South Africa at the Renegade Games 2025. So we'll take it down to the floor now as we introduce the athletes.
These athletes have 30 cals on the Hurricane 2.0, 30 bar muscle ups, and then another 30 calories to finish off.
Athletes, 1 minute.
Okay, so we're just seconds away from the first heat. A couple of names to note. Josh Kernow, second place at the Renegade Games last year. So he's looking to take a heat win at least to start off with and bump his way up into that top heat tomorrow when it's reseeded.
And even though there are names that are not so well known, this is a great place to see new stars coming in the world of our competition, right? I'm looking forward to see how these names that I don't know perform, and I'm sure we'll have good surprises. And here we go.
Okay, so we're off. Now we'll run commentary is great. So heat number 1, off to a flying start. Obviously, this just depends on how you judge your workout. Do you go out hot and fast and try and hold on, or do you pace that first bike and then push through the muscle-ups more?
Look, I think there's a lot of confusion about this workout. When Rich created this workout, we had an idea in our head that I have not yet seen an athlete understanding what we wanted to see. However, it's a test that doesn't give advantages to anybody. Some people say taller people, the machines. Yes, I mean, Roman had a great time, but then Colton Mertens finished 3rd or 4th at the Classic, right? So it's a test in which I think will benefit the athlete who knows him or herself the best. Where to push, where to make a pause, where to, cut your bar muscle ups. We already a couple of athletes that left the assault bike, or the eco bike, sorry, for the bar muscle ups. We say from Egypt, my friend Cabio, as his t-shirt says.
Abdul Rahman. He's off to a flyer already on the bar muscle ups in lane number 2. Elias, lane number 3, also on the muscle ups. They roughly finished their first bike in under a minute there. So a fast start.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see the different strategies here. There are athletes that, give it all to the first round and see whether they can hold that pace for the last calories in the machine. There are athletes that come with a very strict pace. Oh, I'm going to go easy. I make my move of the bar muscle ups, and then I'm going to push the pedal on the last calories on the assault. Everybody has a different technique. I'm looking forward to see who has the best technique that suits that specific athlete.
Yeah, who has the best execution? You did say that there was a specific way that you wanted people to go through this, and you haven't seen anyone do it yet. What was that?
No. I think I've seen great performances. It's just like athletes have very different ideas about this workout, and I have not found an athlete that said, "Oh, you wanted to see this or that." Everybody came with which is fine. I mean, it's they all have their own way of tackling this kind of events. But for sure, it's a very fun way to start the weekend for these athletes.
So we're almost 2.5 minutes in to heat number 1, event number 1 for the elite men. There's a 9-minute time cap, and their workout is 30 calories on the bike, 30 bar muscle ups, and 30 calories on the bike with a sprint to the finish line to end their workout. I think the big difference here between this event and the team event is the double amount of bar muscle ups. And I think this workout really can showcase the power output on the bike, but also that high volume gym capacity.
Exactly. In the female field, we've seen, for example, the French athlete Claudia Gluck. She's a rather small athlete with a gymnastic background who had great performances in this event, in both the Mayhem Classic and the French Showdown, because of the gymnastic part of it. Like Elisa Fuliano, we also seen athletes who had a very clear dominance on the machine, and that was the element that put them in a better position. But as I said before, I don't think there is a workout that really gives a specific advantage to a specific athlete.
No, I think it just showcased. You've got people like Roman and Moritz Fiebig that did great in the first couple of semi-finals, and they're big boys. But then, like you say, you also have Colton Mertens that isn't that star.
I was in Richelme in Capazuri, had a great time because he paced the bike, he went unbroken on the bar muscle ups, and then he gave it all on the last part of the calories. So there is no one single strategy to attack this workout.
And then we've got our first athlete off the bike with a sprint to the finish, Mwanda Elias. He collapses over the finish line in an unofficial time of around 4:06. And I think that's what we're looking for today. I think anywhere between 3:30 and 4:30 is your sort of time frame for the top competitors to finish this workout.
Well, I've done some homework for you. So, the fastest time, every competition is different because of the distance from the rig to the assault bike or the eco bike or this machine. So everybody's different. But in Brazil, Victor Loffi did in 3 minutes 17 seconds. Roman 3 minutes 18 on the classic, Moritz 3:28. So then the times they started sprinting a little bit, but we will see what Rebel Renegade has to offer for this workout.
Yeah, for sure. We've got some big athletes to come in the final heats. We've got 2 heats remaining after this one. We're coming up to the 5-minute mark in heat number 1. So just to clarify, it's a 7-minute time cap for the guys, a 9-minute time cap for the ladies. Slight little error on our screen. We'll get that changed for you. And just looking at some of the fastest times so far in the year, we've got Roman that finished in 3:18, Colton Mertens 3:47. Then looking at the other competition, Malaga, Anyola Kai 3:37, Moritz 3:28, So again, I think it is between that 3 and 4 minute mark that we're gonna see these faster athletes finish.
And those last steps leading, into the final mat, they are very painful. They are. I've seen a lot of those, and it's a workout that puts you in a very particular state. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so that's all our athletes across the finish line under the 6 minute mark in the first heat. So it'll be interesting to see how quick the final 2 heats will be. I think we will go down to the floor in a second and have a word with our heat winner. But until then, we'll just show you through some replays of the first heat before we go down to the floor.
Okay, we're here with Mwanda Elias, who is our Heat 1 male individual winner. We've asked him if he's got time for an interview. The answer was, you talk for me. So, Mwanda, how did that go? Was it the way that you did it in training?
In training, he did 10 reps on the bar muscle ups. But today I was telling him, I think you can go unbroken. But when I was watching, I said, maybe not. But he just went for it and it paid off.
It absolutely paid off. You are our Heat 1 winner with the time to beat for the remaining 2 heats, 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Let's hear it for Mwanda Elias.
We have heat number 2 coming up. All right, our heat number 2 athletes are standing by and they are ready to take the floor. Remember, if you are here supporting somebody, make some noise as they make their way onto the arena floor. Heat number 2, lane number 1, Skalkberger.
Okay, we're back here for heat number 2. There's a few notable names in this heat that are in that qualifying position for the ticket in that 1200 to 1300 spot, top of the world for the Open. Notable names to sort of look out for in this heat. Christian Goma, lane number 2 from Cameroon, representing the UAE. Very good at his gymnastics. So it'll be interesting to see how he manages the first bike and then moves through onto the bar muscle-ups. And then also down the other end of the scale on the lane number 9, you've got Jacob Hendry, who's amazing on the bike. So it'll be interesting to see how much he pushes on the bike and if and when he breaks his bar muscle-ups. Still looking at those middle lanes, 4, 5, and 6 as well. So spearheaded. They're the faster qualifiers coming through to the Renegade Games. But again, it just depends on what workout it is on the day and where they finish up. Okay, so 1 minute until we kick heat number 2 off. Athletes just getting the last few reps in, practicing their bar muscle ups. Okay, heat number 2 on the way, 10 seconds in. Sort of looking to see who really pushes that pace on the first bike, or if anyone pushes the pace at all.
So it's 30 calories, 30 bar muscle ups, and 30 calories. And I have a question for you,
yes.
Mike. Do you think that Rich Froning tested this workout?
I'm going to say that he would. I think it's a workout that he'd be pretty good at, to be honest with you.
Okay, when I asked him immediately after I knew the workouts, I mean, no, I would never do that. But you know, he's clever enough. He knows his way.
He does.
He doesn't need to test it to know the feeling of it or what it's about. But yeah, we're seeing already some hands on the air around the 1 minute mark, I guess, for these athletes leading to the first 30 calories of this workout.
We've got Jacob Hendry jumping up to the bar, sort of top of your screen with shirt off. Kristen Goma, lane number 2. Lovely bar, muscle up mechanics.
Everybody seems very poised on those first reps, but the number 27, 28, 29, 30, they look a bit different, and it has to be.
You can see Jake there in the bottom left-hand screen of your that he's braking first, and that's sort of tactical. Like you said, if you do try and go unbroken, those last few reps really do start to grind on you. So it might actually be more beneficial to break, take that little rest, and be fresher to then get back onto the bike.
Completely. Unless you really know that you're a ninja on the bar muscle ups and you can perform those 30 unbroken, you need a strategy. You need to know when to break them before you feel that you have to break them. That's a mistake sometimes. Athletes go to the very, very end, and then the grip suffers. It's down at tension. It's you know, you're very taxing. Your heart rate is up the ceiling. So it's better to have a strategy. And if you know that you are not able to do the 30 unbroken, you know, just break them whenever you think it's good for you, and go back to it.
Certainly don't go to failure, otherwise you probably will fail your next few reps for sure.
Yeah, and then you still have 30 calories.
But again, this is a movement. The bar muscle up is a movement that people struggle in certain areas. So some people actually feel it in the midline. Some people feel it in the triceps with the press out. Others feel it in the lats and the shoulders.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think this is one of the wonders of our sport. You know, you find the technique that goes better with your capacities, and everybody's able to manipulate a movement in order to make it happen the best for them. And the Muscle Up is one of them. But you know, this type of workouts makes us see how has this sport grown in the last years. Can you imagine 15 years ago, 30 bar muscle ups? No. 5, 10.
Absolutely. Like I said, the volume of the gymnastic capacity has increased massively over the years. And that's just testament to the athletes and how hard they train and how much everyone's improving.
Yes. I can tell you something. I ask all of my athletes and many of the athletes that have been doing this workout, what do you feel on those last 30 calories? And 99% of them said, I don't feel anything anymore. I don't have anything anymore. I'm just, giving my soul to this machine.
Yeah, it's head down, go hard, close your eyes, go to that dark place, start to feel numb. Those legs start to fill up with the lactic. Got one hand in the air. There's our first athlete crossing the line.
So it's unofficially the best time so far?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Around about the 4-minute mark. Jacob Hendry there, running to the finish, getting across the line. Unofficial time, 4:16. But our last 3 competitors on the floor. Lane 1, lane 3, lane 10. Lane 3, Reinhard crossing the finish line.
We have to remember that these athletes have still a long weekend ahead. This competition has 9 workouts. So they still, need to be prepared for a lot of work.
It's sort of a false sense of security only having one event on the first day. Everyone's going hard. Everyone's leaving it all on the floor. But they've still got 800 points on the line.
I know.
After this event's done.
I know. And I think one of the great things about having so many events, and, we try to put different stimulus on the events, not everything to be very heavy or very long. So I think that we kind of managed to do a very well-rounded test. But as you said, I think that this 800 points still allows everything to happen.
Okay, so that's the hooter on our event number 1 for the men. Heat number 2 is finished, all finishing well under the time cap of 7 minutes. We're going to go back to some of the replays now from that previous heat before we go down to the floor and speak to our heat winner.
Celebration, go and gather round, cause I'm ready for dinner. I'm about to have a feast, no second place, I'll be the winner. Let's get ready to rumble, rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. You looking for trouble? Let's get ready to rumble, rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. Tell them it's going down now. Let's go.
All right, good evening. This is Renegade Games. We have just finished out heat number 2 for event number 1 for our individual females. And I'm joined here by Daniel Griesel from Willoway Centurion. And he's just taken the second heat and set up a blistering time of 3:56 as the time to beat. Daniel, how do you feel about your performance in that workout?
I'm super happy with that. Took a big chance with the bar muscle ups. Played it off, but I don't want to say not happy.
So you practiced this workout before. What did you do differently now than you did in practice?
Hold on the bar muscle ups.
And last thing, coming into this weekend, how are you feeling? Are you ready for the other workouts?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. With my all.
Glad to see you back. Welcome back. And just like that, event number 1 for our second heat is done. Heat number 3 coming right up.
All right, everyone, if you thought our last heat was fast, we're about to see heat number 3 of our individual males, including our golden ticket invites.
Come back to join us with heat number 3, the final heat for the elite men. Definitely a few notable names in this heat, especially we've got our golden ticket invitees, which is Lucas Hoberg and Toby Buckland. They got their automatic entry to this competition, while the remainders had to do a qualification process. So we've got Michael Van Tonder, Radouin Al Gadouini, and Dane Norday. They are the 3 top qualifying athletes into this competition. So other than our golden ticket winners or invitees, they're the ones that we're looking out for. And obviously we've got some local favourites as well. Got some local favourites. Lane number 2 will be Enti. Nasser Araway is not with us this weekend. He's pulled out due to an injury. But everyone else is there on the gym floor. So we're expecting some fast times in this Facundo. Who are you looking out for in this heat? Is there anyone that you've got your eye on?
Many athletes. I want to see what Luca Hogberg can do after so many years. We haven't seen him competing at this level. He, I think, ended 3rd 2017 at the Games. A very clever, well-known, well-loved, wood-performing athlete. But I've seen also Toby in the last years growing so much. Of course, Red One, a lot of names. Michael Van Tonder, who went to the Games as a team a couple of years ago. There are a lot of great names, and I said before, I'm looking forward to see who among these great athletes is going to take this heat and maybe this whole workout.
Yeah, Lucas is definitely a veteran of the sport, and he sort of went away from the sport for a while, and obviously now he's back, got that golden ticket invite. He's probably going to rely on a lot of experience that he's got over the years. Obviously, you say you got that podium 3rd place position back in 2018. I think it was between him and Brent Fakowski.
Yes.
He got the event win, I think, that got him the position.
I think they had more events, a better placing.
That's the one, yeah. And obviously, if you look at Toby Buckland as well, to see his improvement over the years, it's amazing. Like in 2025 in the Open, he finished 790th worldwide, where in comparison in 2024, he finished 3,308th. So that's a huge improvement for him individually, bringing himself up into that top 1%. So, of course, he is vying for that one spot that we've got to give away here for the CrossFit Games.
And seeing Toby in the past, I think there is an event in which he could perform really, really good. I'm looking forward to what he's going to give us.
Lane number 10, we've got Caden Stein. He's an 18-year-old teen. Came 2nd last year at the CrossFit Games in the 16 to 17 category. So he's a podium finisher in the team, so someone to look out for. Maybe not right this second in this competition, but who knows? But definitely in the future, he's a young lad that's up and coming.
Look, in the last years, I've been so amazed by these young athletes coming and dominating the field, from Haley Adams at 17 and, many other names. So, the door is open for everybody.
And there he is in the pink top, taking lane number 10. So one to watch out for. Off they go. Final heat of the men's event number 1, Mayhem 30s. Again, just a reminder, it's a 7-minute cap, 30 calories on the bike, 30 bar muscle-ups, 30 calories on the bike, and a sprint to the finish.
Mike, a very important question. Have you done this workout?
I've not done this workout, no. I haven't. And do you know what's funny? Jake, that was in the previous heat, he asked me a couple of times to do it.
Same.
It wasn't in my training schedule, so I had to say no, I'm afraid.
So you're one of those who would never move for what your coach says.
No, it's not necessarily that. I think I would give it a go. It's always nice to see how everyone else does first, to see what sort of times you've got to aim for. But these sort of times are not.
I would prefer not seeing anybody, because when I see the pain that this workout brought so many athletes, I know that I'm not for me. Well, we see many hands in the air already now.
Yeah, 50 seconds gone, hands in the air, and there we go. Caden Stein is one of the first onto the bar. He's got nothing to lose this weekend. He's got all his athletes to look up to. Obviously, as a youngster, some of these are probably his idols in this local scene.
For sure, but he doesn't have anything to lose, but a lot to win.
Exactly, a lot to gain. And he definitely stands out in that pink t-shirt in lane number 10. In the middle of your screen at the moment, we've got Justin Swart and red. Jason Dix to the left-hand side of the screen, and Toby Buckland just on the right-hand side. So again, interesting to see who's going to go unbroken, who's going to get their hand up first and finish themselves on that 30-calorie bike.
Well, if I see Lucas bar muscle ups, they look, very professional. I think he knows very well what he's doing. That is what a seasoned athlete can do. We'll see how the rest of the weekend goes. Michael van Tonder also very poised.
Again, you see the size difference here. You got Lucas Hoberg on the left. You got Dane Norday on the right. Two completely different styles because of their anatomy.
Yeah. But also, it comes to a time in a workout where very experienced athletes know how to manipulate a movement to make it, this is what I have now still on my pocket. How can I put it on display to advance with this movement?
Got a hand in the air for Caden. 5 reps remaining for him. He's shaking off before he jumps back up again. Jason Dix hold on to the bar, just dropped down. As Caden jumps back up for his final 5. Hand in the air for Toby Buckland. That's his last rep. He's back onto the bike.
And so far, we're starting to see many other athletes already starting with the calories on the bike.
Yeah, Prinsloo, Toby Buckland, and what looks like Radouane in lane number 7. See, head down, powerful drive through the legs, push and pull with those arms. Hand up in the air for Toby, 4 calories remaining. And that's Toby with a sprint finish to the line. He's going to take event number 1 in an unofficial time of 3:35, soaking up the crowd there, enjoying that event win. Marlowe crosses the finish line. He certainly left it all on the floor. And we got Radouane. He's making his way to the finish line as well. That's a 3rd place finish for him in this heat. Unofficial time 3:56. Michael van Tonder, last 2 calories. Let's see what he's got left for that sprint finish. As he and Caden Stein finish in about a second difference. We've got Dane crossing the finish line. It's a great run.
We're going to run.
And Jason Dix also going to cross the finish line now.
We do still see Lucas Hogberg still doing the bar muscle ups.
That's not necessarily a surprise, though. Again, we don't really know what kind of fitness Lucas is coming into this games with. And like we say, he's a veteran. He knows what he's doing. This could be damage control for him, knowing that there's still 800 points on the line.
Or just, to come to the Renegades to celebrate, to have a great time competing in this great community. It does not always have to be, I want to do that. Of course, it would be the great goal, but I think that Lucas has been doing something different about his training for many years now, and having this chance, I'm sure he's enjoying it. Maybe not now, but in the upcoming days overall.
No, see, I think he obviously is based here now in South Africa, so it's probably a good chance for him to sort of get some local fans on his side and get behind him and let him enjoy this competition and see what he's capable of. He's finishing up on his bike. He's known for his capacity on the machines. He's going to work through this 30 calories fairly easily.
I remember him doing the rowing marathon at the Games, in which he finished second to Lucas Eslinger, and that was a year I think that he had that great score.
That was an unofficial time of 5:50 there for Lucas. That's all our athletes finished in the men's field. All 3 heats done. Event 1 done. Points are in the bag. We'll get the leaderboard up as soon as we can and keep you updated on where everyone is sat. We're going to cut to the highlights and cut back to the floor now, where I think Tiana or Natalie is going to be talking to Toby Buckland, who has taken that first event, and confidently so. He seemed very happy with his performance, so I can't wait to hear what he says.
chat with Toby Buckland, who is our Event 1 winner. Toby, you stepped over the line like you had a point to prove. Tell us about that.
I always see myself the underdog. Come in, first semi-finals, and yeah, I want to start with a bang. Challenging points up the grab.
And over the weekend, what's the event that you're looking forward to doing the most? Amazing. Well, I'm going to let you recover. Congratulations, Event 1 winner and golden ticket receiver, Toby Buckland. Good job, mate. Oh, we got the ladies coming up soon. You thought the boys were exciting, just wait till we see the girls.
The action for this evening is not done yet. We have our individual ladies coming up.
Nice, Mike.
So we only have 2 heats for our individual ladies.
So we're about to see our top 20 females, 2 heats of 10. Our ladies have the same workout, a slightly different variation of calories. They've got 24 calories, 30 bar muscle ups, and then 24 calories.
Okay, back to us in the commentary box. We're here before the ladies' heat number 1. There's only 2 heats of the ladies tonight, as there's only 20 athletes. But Facundo, what athletes are you here to see on the women's side?
I mean, I'm very biased, but I love to see Zara Sigmundsdóttir on the competition floor. I haven't seen many athletes in our sport that has been so empathic and charismatic, and I would love to see her doing great this weekend and make it back to the CrossFit Games, so I'm looking forward to seeing her. But Evie Holly's a great rival, someone that, you know, can, for the first time, make it to the CrossFit Games. Christina Lidavi. You have to hear me with the last name because I have a tendency of mispronouncing it.
Christina Lividatakis, I think it's how you say it. And if I've botched it, then I also apologize.
Yeah. So these names that we already know and they have shown in the past to be names that we need to take into consideration. But as I said before, I'm also looking forward to seeing new names. You know, people that we don't know that have been doing a lot of work and are here to perform and show I'm here to stay, or I'm the new African queen to make it to the CrossFit Games.
100%. I think we obviously, like we said, we have those 3 athletes that we're looking for is Sarah Sigmundsdóttir, Christina and Evie. They're the 3 that are sort of the standouts that have probably got the most experience so far in this CrossFit space. And the fact that there is so many events, it allows for some chop and change in the leaderboard. So it's going to be very interesting over this 9 events, over this weekend, to see who does what where and how that leaderboard shakes out.
Yeah. Well, in this case, the workout changes. We put less calories. So for the female, it's 24 calories, 30 bar muscle ups, and 24 calories. And, you know, you can say some of the names that have performed really well in the last weeks.
Absolutely. So we've got from the classic, Emily Rolfe finished in a time of 4:25. We've got Malaga Wadland, which was Lucy Campbell, 4:21. The French throwdown, Claudia Gluck, 4:38. So there's some really fast times there between that 4 and 5 minute mark. Not too sure we'll see some as quick here in this first heat, but we certainly might see times around that in the second heat, especially between the top 3.
So yet again, I'm here enjoying this place. I mean, even if it's the first day of competition, we have here the crowd being very, very loud. And I'm sure we are up for a great weekend ahead. But now, 24 calories, 30 bar muscle ups, 24 calories. Now I come back to you. If we change the workout and I let you do 24 calories, will you do the workout?
I will do the workout 30,
Okay,
30,
good.
30.
Before Sunday. Before Sunday.
Yeah, before like I haven't had a chance.
Okay.
I'll go and get my grits. We'll get it done tomorrow. No problem. So we're minutes away from it. Heat number 1, event number 1 for the ladies elite category. We have 10 female athletes who have done their qualification process to get here. And obviously, this is a big event for them, working through 9 events across the weekend. Essentially, this is their game.
Yeah, and you know what? It reminds me a little bit of this game feeling. So the person who arrives the best recovered by Sunday has really more chances to make it to the games.
Absolutely. There's definitely more room for error the more events that go on when that fatigue sets in.
Yeah, and people ask me very often, and I said, coaches, we are responsible also of training how to help our athletes to clear fatigue faster or more efficiently. It's not just always a lot of effort. It's just allowing our athletes, because when you come to a competition like this one, in which you have 9 events in 4 days, Sunday, you need to be sure you are in good shape.
So that's a great question, actually, Facundo. How would you tell your athletes or advise your athletes to attack this workout, considering this is the first one and there are 8 more?
So first of all, I would say immediately after you finish this workout, try to go back to your caloric level that is normal. So you don't want to start the weekend already with a caloric deficit. So eat. It's something overlooked very often, but that's the first thing that I would say. And then, there are a lot of things. Everybody has a different approach to attacking this kind of weekends. But throughout the year as a coach, I think we also need to encourage athletes to help them or give the instruments to improve the recovery rate.
So we've got our 2 outside athletes here in heat number 1, Hartman and Martin. They're the first 2 that jumped up onto the bar for their bar muscle ups. We're at 1.5 minutes in to the 9-minute time cap for the ladies on this workout. And like you said, it's 24 calories on the bike, 30 bar muscle ups, 24 calories on the bike. So slightly different in terms of the output on the bike. But again, we're sort of leveling it off in terms of time frame.
Yes. You do know that in the competitions where I've been, there's more females that went unbroken on the bar muscle ups than male.
Interesting fact, and I think that sort of is testament to the fact that the ladies usually are that little bit better at the gymnastics. They're sort of built for it more. They're slightly lighter. They move a little bit better than the men.
Yes, and I don't see many girls who really had a really aggressive attack on those first 24 calories. So they mostly very cleverly save themselves for the bar muscle ups and then the remaining calories. Elisa Fuliano did great in the 2 competitions where I saw her. She held back on the first 24 calories. She went unbroken on the bar muscle ups, and then she sent it off for the last 24 calories, and she finished with great scores in both Malaga and the French Showdown. It's a pity that she's not doing the season this year, because I think she's at her peak, and I would have loved to see her at the games. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with the rest of the year for her. A great athlete from Italy.
She certainly is. Facundo, I think that one of the questions that a lot of people want to know is, why was it this workout and the heavy Isabel workout that are sort of the 2 standout that have been taken across the board?
Why?
Why? Yeah, why those 2?
Because Rich decided. It's as simple as that. Rich said, "Oh, I like heavy Isabel and I like the 30-30." So we when the classic workouts were announced, we were already programming for other competitions, and we thought it's very interesting and even fun for the people to see a workout that you can relate and compare in different regions. This year, every competition is free to choose their own workouts. So it's that at least, give a couple of workouts which people can easily recognize, and we can say, okay, Europe does this, Africa does that. So no more than Rich Fronin's saying.
His way or the highway.
When Rich says, you listen.
Okay, so we've got a couple of athletes with their hands up, or the judges' hands up in the air, that are about to finish their bar muscle ups. Then they'll obviously try and end themselves on that last 24 calorie on the bike. We don't have anyone onto the bike yet. We're 4 minutes in, just over 4 minutes, into our 9-minute cap. as the athletes work through 30 bar muscle-ups. Again, this really does test their gymnastic high volume capacity. We've got hands up in the air for a few athletes. 1 rep remaining. And then we've got our first athlete, Lisa Marie. She's onto the bike first. Closely followed by Jessica Skinner.
They know for their face that they're embracing a minute of pain. You know,
it's time to go dark. It's time to get to that cave.
We still have some ladies out at the bar working on their bar muscle ups. Jessica Ubisa.
So if you're just joining us, we're 5.5 minutes into a 9-minute cap of event number 1, heat number 1 for the ladies 30-30. We just had our first hand go up for Jessica Skinner as she is finishing off her final 2 calories of her 24 calories on the bike.
We got 1 calorie here for Skinner on the bike.
And that's Jessica Skinner. She's going to cross the line. First place in this heat, unofficial time 5:49. So that is the time to beat for the ladies coming up in heat number 2.
3 minutes to go, athletes. Lisa Marie finishing up.
Lisa Marie, she's about to... We've got our pain face on. She's just finished her last carry. She's crossing the line. Unofficial time 6:11. And as you can see here in lane number 1, we've got Harmon, who's just finishing off her last bar muscle up. And she was one of the first to the bar. So again, you see how the different tactics pay off here, where if you go too hard on the bike, you don't necessarily have anything left in the tank to finish the bar muscle ups.
Yes, that is. I think that's the most complex thing about this workout. In whichever part of the workout, when you push it too much, it will be very difficult to come back to it and score well. So, but on the other hand, you also don't want to go so easy, right?
That's the one.
It's complicated.
You've got to be clever. But you've also, whatever tactics you do choose, you've got to follow through with them.
Yes.
This isn't the kind of workout where you would change your mind last second.
I know, but it's funny because I was in the warm-up area talking to the athletes just now, and one of the athletes told me, no, I didn't want to try it. I just did some kind of intervals, but I didn't do the whole workout and the whole event. And I was wondering, well, I mean, you're really coming to a competition and you don't know what you're going to feel. It's, but to each its own.
We've got a few more athletes finishing here. There's 90 seconds left on that time cap. We'll see if all the athletes do get across the finish line. We've got 24 calories remaining. Hartman here working away, center of the screen. Sarah Bailey, I think, on the right-hand side there. And as you can see, we've got 6 athletes still working away on their final set of calories as we come into the final minute of this first heat. Remember, it's a 9-minute cap. All these ladies are still working through their final set of 24 calories on the Hurricane bike. Hands in the air. Will we get any sprint finishes? Ubis, she's about to cross that finish line. You can see the pain as she runs through. Hartman comes across the finish line, 8:29. We've got 3 athletes remaining on the bike. 20 seconds to finish off their calories. 1 calorie left for Sarah Bailey. She's going to cross the finish line under that time cap.
10 seconds, Janine, let's go.
1 athlete remaining. We've got 3 seconds remaining.
2, 1.
And that is time. So that's heat number 1 done. We're going to cut back to some of the replays. Just a quick one from our sponsors. We've got Amazfit, Biogen, and Dishchem, Mayhem Athlete, Puma, Rebel Safety Gear, and Rebel Elite Fitness. So I think we had Jessica Skinner there. She was the heat winner. We're going to go down to the floor and get a post-heat interview with her, see how she feels, if she can talk. It's a hard workout. And we'll see how she feels after that.
Here we are with our Heat 1, Event 1, ladies individual winner, Jess Skinner. Now, Jess, you were here last year on the Rebel Renegade floor, and you've told me you had to be medically withdrawn. Tell us a little bit about what that felt like as an athlete.
So after my carried on all the way through, and then ended up wanting to go
How does it feel to be back on the floor? Amazing. Congratulations. Great time to beat. And heat number 2 is coming your way. All right, so like we just said, heat number 2 of our individual females for event 1 is coming up in just a few minutes.
Microphone okay?
Okay, we are back for the final heat of the women this evening. They're going to round out event 1 and day 1 for the Rebel Renegade Games 2025. Obviously, we've got some notable names in this heat. Evie Hollis, Sarah Sigmund's daughter, Christina Lividatakis, Lani Fenta. There's a lot of experience in this field, and very interesting to see how they approach this workout.
Yes, I mean, we already seen a big cheer for the athletes coming out. I think that people are looking forward to see Sarah again on the competition floor. But as I said before, there are a lot of girls that, are very strong rivals. Like, as you mentioned before, Evie, Christina, looking forward to this last heat of this last event and see what how these people are being preparing themselves for trying to punch this ticket to the CrossFit Games.
Absolutely, and here she is entering the floor. Sarah Sigmund's daughter, biggest cheer so far this evening. I think that when you've got people like Sarah on the floor, there's a lot of athletes in the field that I just feel very lucky to have the chance to compete on the field next to someone that's probably been their idol growing up and probably one of the reasons they started CrossFit in the first place.
Well, Sarah, it's she's one of the best loved athletes that I've ever seen. I've seen in the CrossFit Games, in many competitions. She appears on the floor and it's a magnetic force. People are supporting her. She's very empathic. She's very honest in her smile. She's a very charming person. So of course I understand why people have this weakness for Sarah. I think that now we are very eager to see how she feels. It's been a couple of hard years for her, with a lot of injuries. She's been very honest about talking about them. I talked to her today many times, and she feels fine. She feels ready for it, and I hope that she gets to whatever she wants to go.
Yeah, she's definitely one to watch out for in this workout. She's got a great power output on the machines, but also she's got an unbelievable grip fatigue. So she's very good at hanging on to that bar. And like you say, she has been through a lot of turmoil with her injuries over the last few years. And I feel like she's got a point to prove. She wants to come out, put on a showcase for everyone and show what she's capable of and what she's been working towards.
And I think that at this moment where we need someone like Sarah because she's a great ambassador to our sport. Her smile, her way of relating to the fans, to the community. I see her face now about to go, and you're always amazed by her.
Yeah, she's one that smiles just before, and when she needs to, she dials in and focuses. So we're off with heat number 2, the women's Mayhem 30. They've got 24 calories on the bike, 30 bar muscle ups, 24 calories on the bike, and then that sprint to the finish. It'll be very interesting to see who's off the bike first and whose tactics pay off as we go through this workout. The three main women there that are probably the favourites on screen: Sarah center, Christina to the left, and Evie to the right, currently working through their 24 calories on their Hurricane bikes.
I talked to Sarah about it today. She told me I tested this workout. I have a clear idea on how I want to do it. I'm going to stick to my game and go for it. And if I see him now on the camera, I don't think that the three girls that were before were really going for it. I think they want to be in control at this stage.
Yeah, I feel like this is definitely one where the females have gone out a bit more conservative on the bike, whereas the males went out a bit harder. But maybe they're going to stick to their plan a bit more on the bar muscle up. So Sarah got 2 calories remaining. She is going to be the first lady off the bike. She's on to the bar first, closely followed by Evie Hollis. She's got 2 calories remaining. Christina's up on the bar. So Sarah, center of the screen there in the black outfit, she's 2 or 3 reps ahead of Christina. And now it's literally going to be who can hold on and get back to that bike the fastest. Because as we saw, Sarah probably had the higher output first. But what will they have left for that second sprint?
I talked to Sarah. She said, I want to be honest. I'm going to have 1 or 2 breaks. I think that I need them. It's the strategy that I believe pays the best for me. So we'll see how that pays off at this workout for her.
Yeah, Christina Libertatakis looked very, very comfortable there on her bar muscle ups. Her gymnastics is very good. Yes. Sarah's taken a quick little break there. Chalk break, rest break. Christina's also dropped down. They're in the center of your screen. Sarah first, back up onto that bar. This really could be the sprint finish that we want to see as they come onto the final bike.
I think that Christina's been unbroken so far. I'm not sure.
No, she did drop down.
I should drop down.
Yeah, Christina dropped down roughly around the same time as Sarah. You can see them both at the top of their rep, just having a slight rest. Sarah's got 5 reps remaining. Her judge's hand is in the air.
Yes.
The only athlete with their judge's hand up so far. She's going to jump back up. Three reps remaining for Sarah. 2.
One last for Sarah, 1 last for Christina.
And this is where we're going to see the sprint finish. They're both onto the Lani Fenta, Christina Libertatakis, and Sarah Sigmarsdottir. And who has it left in the tank on this final bike? It looks like Sarah has started off with the higher cadence, the higher rate on the bike. And they're going to work through 24 calories and sprint to the finish. So we're coming up to the 4-minute mark. It's a 9-minute cap, so they're well underneath the time cap here.
I see Lani with a faster pace than Sarah and Christina.
Lani Fenta is really pushing on the bike. It'll be interesting to see which judge's hand goes up first. You've got Christina at center of the screen, Sarah to the right, Lani to the left. They're your top 3 competitors in this heat. Hand in the air for Sarah. Hand in the air for Lani. 3 calories remaining for Sarah, 2 calories. 1 calorie for Sarah. She's going to sprint to the finish. Off she goes. And that is a unofficial event win for Sarah. She crosses the line slightly ahead of Lani Fenta. Christina Libertatakis' judge's hand is in the air, working through those last few calories. She's off. She's going to make her way down to the finish line.
We also have 2 calories to go for Evie Hollis. 1 less calorie.
Now Evie's going to make her way down the floor. She's crossing the finish line. Unofficial time 5:11. And that's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see that sprint finish there between the top competitors, getting on that bike, and we've seen people push all the way through to the end to see who had it left in the tank when it mattered.
I think that Sarah might be very proud because she's stick to whatever she wants to do. It pays off for her, and it's a great start of the weekend for her. You know, Sarah is a person who needs to start on the right foot on the competition, and I think that she might be very happy for this first win.
It is. It's a great start. A great start for her. Very positive start. 100 points in the bag. Rounding out the first day, which means she can go to bed, go to sleep, happy lady tonight, knowing that she's top of that leaderboard heading into day number 2 tomorrow. We've still got some ladies on the floor. 6 minutes in. Last few calories for the ladies, finishing up on their 24-calorie bike.
1 calorie for Shanae.
So as you can see, last few ladies going through to finish. We get Emma Morgan, Elzan Trusky, hand in the air for Emma Morgan.
Emma Morgan looking to finish out her workout with 3 calories to go. Alzad follows closely behind.
4 calories remaining, 3 calories for Trusky. We've got 2 athletes left on the floor. Ashton Finkel, also in lane number 1, is working through her calories.
We still have 2 minutes on the clock.
So we've got 1 athlete remaining. Ashton Finkel. Judge's hand is up in the air. She's going to work through her last few calories.
3 calories for Ashton.
Well underneath that 9-minute cap as well. She's got 2 calories remaining.
She told me she loves this.
And as you can see the body language. She's leaning over. She's really working hard, trying to get those last few calories done as she hops off the bike and makes her way down to the finish line. And that is in the 7:34 unofficially. That is all our athletes in. Underneath the 9-minute time cap. Great to see. Fast heat. We're going to cut back to some highlights of that heat there. As you can see, Sarah's concentration face. She really dials in the zone. She's smiling before, but then that smile goes away when she's about to compete. We'll certainly be catching up with Sarah as she is going to grab a quick interview with one of the ladies on the floor after taking that first event win and taking that first 100 points. So down to the floor we go for that follow-up heat win interview.
All right, welcome. If you are joining us, this is the Renegade Games, the official CrossFit qualifying event where we are looking for 1 male and 1 female to punch the ticket to the CrossFit Games 2025. I am joined by Sarah Sigmundsdottir. She has just won the first event of the weekend. Sarah, congratulations. How are you feeling?
I felt better. I need carbs. I feel great. It's good to start. Let's say that.
How are you feeling about the workouts across this weekend?
I think they're all very fun. Tomorrow is going to be a very hard day, and then yeah, it's just fun.
So I know you've come into the competition ready. Are you looking to make your way back to the games this year?
I will try my very best.
Fantastic. Welcome to South Africa. It's so lucky to have you here. We look forward to seeing you smash it this weekend. With that being said, this is the end of day number 1. Join us tomorrow morning bright and early for day number 2.
See you then.
And just like that, we have wrapped
Okay, we are back. We've just finished ladies heat number 2 of the first event of the evening. Sarah Sigma's daughter has just taken that first event win. Extremely positive start for her, exactly what she wanted. And just great to see her back on that competition floor.
Yes, I mean, a very, very exciting first day here at Renegade Games. Sorry, and I'm looking forward for the rest of the week. We know we have still 8 events to go. Anything can happen. We're just one day, and I'm looking forward to see the rest of this great competition.
Absolutely, and I think it's interesting to see that the 2 event winners that we've had this evening are both our golden ticket entries. So they're sort of proving their worth, as it were, as to why they were given that ticket in the first place. So it's going to be interesting to see how they fare across this remainder of the 8 events.
I think that there are very tricky events ahead. I mean, there are events that are mostly skill-based, strength-based, aerobic-based. So everybody has a chance. There's still a lot of the open doors for the rest of the weekend. And yeah, we will see.
Yeah, Toby Buckland looking sharp there on the first workout. He certainly lapped it up as he walked across the finish line. He was very happy with himself with that event win. He's certainly someone to watch out for, because not only does he have the capacity, also, you know, and the gymnastic skills, he's also extremely strong, very well known for his weightlifting and his strength capacity as well. So it'll be interesting to see him on the lift, on heavy as well, and how he performs across the next few events.
Yes, tomorrow we start with a kind of 3x3. We have a demanding legless rope climb event to end with heavy intervals. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow's workouts.
Yes, for sure. There's definitely some other names that we're going to be looking out for tomorrow as the stimulus of each workout changes. But from us here today, that is the first day of the Rebel Renegade Games done and dusted. Event 1 is done. We've got our 2 winners from the individuals. We'll get the leaderboards up as soon as we can for you guys to check out. But from me and from Facundo, that's us for tonight. Thank you very much, and make sure you tune in for the rest of the weekend, as we've got so much more to come.
From us here at CrossFit Mayhem, we just want to let you know that we know. It's not just the classes you coach or the challenging moments that crop up. Dang it! Or helping those who lead your community. It's also the countless things that no one sees. We know your gym is not your job. And just like us, it's your way of life.
That way, that contact points.
We designed Mayhem Affiliate to free you, to focus on the real reason you started your gym. Building community, challenging each other, and watching lives improve every day. Not only do we provide you with CrossFit programming for every class you could offer, but we will be your partner, sharing everything that we've learned to run an effective gym. Yep, you can email us, you can even call us, and of course, you can always visit us here in Cookeville. We're here to help. Find out why thousands of gyms are Mayhem affiliates. Together, let's continue to change one life at a time.
Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Don't believe me, just.
Every moment is a chance to redefine your limits. It's a decision to grow. Every drop of sweat, every beat of your heart. So let us remind you of you. Your pain, your sweat, and every goal you've already met.
Workout completed.
Amazfit, T-Rex 3.
Strength isn't just muscle. It's precision, resilience, and control. On site, every move matters. Every decision shapes something greater. But strength doesn't clock out. Whether building structures or breaking limits, precision is everything. Rebel safety gear, built to work.